Hey guys, Taylor with KC HiLiTES here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the KC MRAC onto your 2009 to current Toyota 4Runner. Now our roof racks for 5th gen 4Runners features 3/16 of an inch side rail for strong, sturdy mounting, and we also have T-slot crossbars so that you can mount endless number of accessories to them, whether it's a Rotopax, a Maxtrax, a rooftop tent, or anything in between. So with that, let's go ahead and get started on the install. The first step after you get everything unboxed is to lay all of the parts out and begin to assemble the rack. Now you're going to want to assemble the rack upside down simply because this is going to help you attach the crossbars to the side rails a little later on once you have everything laid out. Because of the length of the 4Runner, as you can see, the two side rails are actually divided into two different pieces with a bracket that joins them together. So the first step is to insert the hardware and then install the proper bracket to join the two pieces of the side rail together. Before tightening them down completely, you'll want to make sure that the gap in between the two pieces is even, and then you can go ahead and crank it down. Then repeat the process on the other side. When you have finished with that, it's time to connect the crossbars to the two side rails. Make sure that the round openings on the crossbars are facing down on the table so that when you flip the rack over, they're actually right side up. Next, you're going to install the side light brackets. So as you can see here, the first step is to insert the carriage bolts into the extruded crossbar, and then you'll place the side light bracket on top of those, and then thread on the nylock nuts. After all the side light brackets are installed, you'll then go up to the roof of your 4Runner and remove the weather stripping, and then you'll tape off with blue painter's tape the roof of the vehicle just to make sure that you don't scratch it up. Then you'll get a friend or two to help you lift the MRAC onto the top of your 4Runner so that you can begin to mark all of the locations for your holes. Then put the included spacers over the factory threaded mounting locations and set the rack down on it so that you can begin to mark with the Sharpie the locations for where you need to drill new holes to securely mount the MRAC onto the top of your 4Runner. After all of the hole locations are marked, you can use a center punch and then begin to drill into the roof of the vehicle, starting with a very small pilot bit. Be sure to gradually step up the size of the drill bits before you reach the final drill bit size, which is going to be a Q-sized drill bit. Next, completely install the included riv nuts into all of the hole locations that you just drilled. While the MRAC is back on the table, you can use this opportunity to install the 4 side lights. In order to install the side lights, they should first be bolted to the brackets, then the brackets and the lights should be slid into position all as one unit. Once they're installed, then you and a friend can reposition the MRAC back onto the roof of the 4Runner for the final installation. We like to put a little dollop of clear silicone over all the holes just to make sure that they remain watertight. After you've put all the spacers into position and tightened everything down, then you can go ahead and install the forward-facing light bar. Now, the only remaining step is to do all of the wiring. Thanks everyone for watching, and make sure you stick around to see some awesome shots of the 4Runner MRAC in action, and remember to adventure further.